Good afternoon, everyone. We do have a quorum present. Members, we have several items on our agenda today. We'll start with Senate File 4131, a bill that we amended and then laid on the table last time that we met. Without objection, we will take Senate File 4131 from the table as it was amended by the A5 amendment. With that, welcome back to the committee. Senator Ruud, is there anything you'd like to add or share with the committee regarding Senate File 4131?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just remind the committee that this has passed two committees, both a policy and a finance committee, unanimously and enthusiastically with no opposition. And so we would really, we have listened to the concerns of this committee, and we've done quite a bit of talking with folks during this interim since our last visit here. And so we have taken those and heard those concerns, and we would really like this to move into the Finance Committee so that we can work on it there.
Members, any questions? Okay, so Senator Rest offers a motion that Joint Rule 2.03 be suspended for all further proceedings on Senate File 4131, and that the previous committee report from the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources Finance be amended to read, the bill be amended, and when so amended, the bill do pass and be referred to the Committee on Finance. Members, we're going to vote. Please make sure you're unmuted. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. The motion prevails. Thank you, Senator Ruud.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members.
Next up, we have 4 late bills. As a reminder to the authors of these bills, we do not need to hear the merits of your bill. Just make the case for why your bill is late and why it should proceed on its current path. First on the agenda of late bills is Senate File 3636. This bill came out of the State Government Committee and is Senator Utke's bill. Senator Utke, welcome to the Rules Committee. Please tell us why your bill is late and why you think it should proceed on its current path.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair and members. This bill, as you said, it came from State Gov, but it's a bill we've been working on throughout the whole session, the structured settlement bill. It had made a number of stops. We've been in civil law, commerce, and we were expecting to go to finance at that time, but in this bill, we have the business registration clause, and all along our language was we were going to use the Department of Commerce for the registration and where the purchasers would file their surety bonds also. And then kind of late in the game, we found out that in Minnesota here, we were better off using the Secretary of State's office, and they are happy to do it because they do most of our business registrations already. So with that, we had to pull it from finance, make a quick stop in State Gov to accommodate that. And because of that, we burned up the extra week. And now we are before you to request that now we'll go back to finance and finish this bill up.
Members, any questions for Senator Utke? Seeing none, Senator Newman will make the motion that Joint Rule 2.03 be suspended for all further proceedings on Senate File 3636, and that the previous committee report from the Committee on State Government Finance and Policy and Elections be adopted, that report being the bill as amended do pass and be referred to the Committee on Finance.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion prevails.
Thank you,
Thank you, Senator Utke. Next on the agenda, we have Senate File 2307. This bill was referred to the Rules Committee under Joint Rule 2.03 as a late bill. This is Senator Mathews' bill and came out of the Committee on Civil Law and Data Practices Policy. Welcome to the committee, Senator Mathews. Can you please tell us why your bill is late and why you feel it should be allowed to proceed on its path?
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. Senate File 2307 is a student data privacy bill. There was a lot of discussion behind the scenes for many months throughout the session. This started as a Senator Bigham chief author bill. We had enough of an agreement that I agreed to hear the bill in the Civil Law Committee on the final week before deadlines. Had a very excellent and thorough discussion. Senator Bigham did an excellent job in that committee. Since the committee, she's switched chief authorship to me on her initiative with the hopes of trying to get this across the finish line this session. So we're here asking that the committee approve this bill. It's going to go to the Education Committee, where I believe Senator Chamberlain is planning to give this a hearing and continue to move it forward to the floor. So with that, Mr. Chair, appreciate the time and be happy to answer any questions.
Members, any questions for Senator Mathews? Seeing none, Senator Limmer offers the motion that Joint Rule 2.03 be suspended for all further proceedings on Senate File 2307, and that the previous committee report from the Committee on Civil Law and Data Practices Private Policy be adopted, that report being the bill as amended do pass and be re-referred to the Committee on Education, Finance, and Policy.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion is adopted. Thank you,
Mr.
Senator
Chair and
Mathews.
members.
Next on the agenda is Senate File 4043, referred to rules under Joint Rule 2.03 as a late bill. This is Senator Westrom's bill, and it came out of the Environment and Natural Resources Finance Committee. This is the LCCMR appropriation bill. Senator Westrom, please tell us why your bill is late and why you feel it should proceed on its current path.
Mr. Chair, members, this bill is the LCCMR bill. We had started working on it the week going into the Easter recess. There were some continued concern or discussions, I guess, that some wanted to have, and so Environment Chair Ingebrigtsen had laid it on the table, and we continued more discussions, and then following the Easter recess, it was brought back up in the Environment Committee and did pass out, but it was after the deadline at that point in time. So that's why we're here and asking for you to re-refer it to the Finance Committee.
Members, any questions for Senator Westrom? I will need a motion from Senator Johnson. He offers the motion that the previous committee report from the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, Finance be adopted, that being that the bill be as amended, do pass, and be re-referred to the Committee on Finance. Members, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion prevails.
Thank you, Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Westrom. Our last bill on the agenda for now is Senate File 4209, referred to the Rules Committee under Joint Rule 2.03 as a late bill. This is Senator Housley's bill and came out of state government. Senator Housley, welcome to the committee. Please tell us why your bill is late and why you feel it should proceed on its current path.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. Senate File 4209 has been through HHS reform, civil law, and state gov. I was working on consensus with the stakeholders, and we finally were able to work out some of the data practice concerns in this bill, and everyone finally came to an agreement. We've got peace in the valley, so I would love it if you could pass this out of here today and on to finance.
Members, any questions for Senator Housley? I will need a motion from Senator Frentz. He offers that the previous committee report from the Committee on State Government, Finance, and Policy and Elections be adopted. That report being that the bill as amended do pass and be referred to the Committee on Finance. Members, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion prevails. Thank you, Senator Housley. Let's see, members, the last item on our agenda this afternoon is Committee Resolution 4.2, which is Senator Lopez Franzen's resolution that she brought up at our last hearing. I understand that Our leads on the working group met last week and indicated that they thought the date in the resolution for the working group to have a report ready to send to rules is attainable. I'm prepared to take this resolution from the table and vote on it today. So without objection, we will take that resolution from the table. Senator Lopez Franzen, do you have anything to add to the resolution?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. No, nothing to add, just thank you for your consideration. And I think it's a very good signal to our institution that we are doing our work and we're going to do it in a timely fashion, especially when it's such an important topic. So I appreciate your support.
Thank you, members, and I appreciate the work of Senator Kiffmeyer and Senator Dietzick, especially Carlin Doyle-Fontaine from Senate Council. I know those three have been working very, very hard, and the rest of the committee members as well. So looking forward to seeing what they have to bring forward so the Rules Committee can provide our input and then ultimately act on that. So with that, members, Senator Lopez Franzen offers the motion that Committee Resolution 4.2 be adopted. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion prevails and the resolution is adopted. Senator Marty.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I know we're going to be discussing compensation for employees and benefits and so on at, I think, the next or one of the next meetings, and I just wanted to restate that. I hope at that time we can talk about the issue of the compensated time, the work not paid schedule that we have for employees. And as I indicated to both you and to Secretary Ludeman, I hope we can include that in the discussion when that comes up at that time.
Thank you, Senator Marty, and as you and me briefly discussed yesterday, you have my commitment to do that when we have the rest of the compensation issues in front of the Rules Committee.
Thank you.
Members, this concludes, any other discussion? Any other topics? Members, this concludes our afternoon agenda. I'm going to recess now to the call of the chair with the intention of returning sometime this evening to take up Senate File 4476, a redistricting technical changes bill. It is, it is scheduled to be heard in redistricting tonight at 6:30 p.m. It will be sent to the Rules Committee under Joint Rule 2.03 as a late bill. We will not meet in person tonight, only through Zoom, and you should all receive an email later today with login credentials and more information. Senator Rest.
So, Mr. Chairman, it's going to go to the floor and then here?
Nope, Senator Rest, the redistricting. Oh, yes, it'll go to the floor for that committee report to be adopted, and then it'll get kicked to the Rules Committee as a late bill.
So the Senate is in recess to receive the report from the redistricting?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Senator Rest. The Committee on Rules and Administration is now in recess.